queries for the past 4 weeks. My name is Chris Watson and I'm privileged to be here today as your selling auctioneer. Today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, will be conducted in accordance with any additional conditions that were made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors, they do have a reserve price, ladies and gentlemen. As auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits bidders from disrupting other bidders from bidding and does provide fines for this conduct. The rules, they do permit vendor bids. I'm going to use a vendor bid throughout the auction. I'll make it really simple for you all. I'll even use the word the vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. And what a fantastic offering that we have here today. We do sell, ladies and gentlemen, via public auction. We do ask that the successful bidder come inside and execute the contracts that have been on display for the past 30 minutes and pay a 10% deposit upon signing of those contracts, with the balance to be paid in 30 to 60 days time, which is settlement. Fantastic unit that we have on here. Perhaps if you're looking to expand your investment portfolio, the rental estimate that Monique's provided us, put your hand up there, Monique. If you have any questions about the rental market, we'll be more than happy to help. $370 to $390 per week is what you could expect to achieve on rental income on the property in its current form. Beautifully renovated, updated kitchens and bathrooms, those polished floorboards throughout. Got the split systems in both the main and the living. It's a beautiful unit, quite a large yard to the side, and also you benefit from the common area to the back. Great location, public transport very nearby, Eastlands, schools and shops and everything that makes Ringwood East such a desirable part of the outer eastern suburbs of Melbourne. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it, you loved it. Now's your chance to bid and buy it. I know there might be a small crowd here. We do have a lot of interest in the property, what we would call post-auction. So unfortunately, some people couldn't get in the position to bid under auction conditions. So they're going to hope that the property gets passed in. We're going to call them this afternoon and then they can put their offer in. If you are here to bid and buy, whilst you might be nervous, I can appreciate that. It is in your interest to try and get an agreement with the vendor now so you don't have to compete with all the other buyers this afternoon and next week. With that said, I'll throw it over to you. Where do we start? Where do we go? Opening bidder offer, where do we go? In your hands. First bid's always the hard bid, I could appreciate that. We can start anywhere you like. Thank you there. So we start anywhere at 450,000. Thank you there. At 450,000 is the bid we have. At $450,000 is the bid now. Take a $10,000 rise if I can from there. At 450 we have is the bid now. What do you say there? At 450. At 450 the bid now. Click it over here. At 450 now. Jump back in at 460. At 450 now. Call 3 times. First call 450. Second call 450. Third final call 450,000. Well, I'm going to put a vendor bid in, ma'am. I'm going to put a vendor bid in at 480,000, so you need to be over that. At 480,000 now, what do you say? Round me up to 5. At 480 will be the vendor now. What do you say? 5 now. Say the life there. Ooh, half 5. At $500,000 bid now. What do you say? Jump back in at 500. At 480 the bid now. 450 at 480 I have. Call 3 times. First call 480.
481.
Taking 10. First 500. Second call 480. Just like to remind you, ma'am, if we pass the property in on a vendor bid, no one gets the right to negotiate. If we do pass the property into you, ma'am, that means that you have the right to negotiate with the vendor. It's a great position to be in. If you want to be first, sometimes you have to be last. At $480,000, second call, 500 to get back in front, give yourself the chance to negotiate. Third, final call, 480,000, 500, give yourself every opportunity to secure this beautiful unit. At 480, 500 can I say? What would you like to do then? Big decision we can appreciate. 500 is what we're searching for, sir. 500 to get you in, not a dollar less. 500 if you get back in. Won't take a bid under 5. At 480 now, 500 is what we're searching for. Need to know. We're happy to hit the phones this afternoon for all the other buyers that are interested. Talking a lot higher than $500,000 they are. $500,000. Give yourself the opportunity. Otherwise, we pass it in on a vendor or big man. No one gets the right to negotiate. You've done the hard work. You've turned up at the auction. Give yourself every opportunity. Understand that you want to negotiate. We're trying to help you to buy the property. $500,000 is your best bet. $480 with me, the vendor now. $500. Jump back in. Thank you, ma'am, at $500,000. Good decision there at $500. That's $500 a bid now. Take $510 if I can. That's $500 a bid now. Thank you, ma'am, for your consideration there at $500. That's $500 a bid now. Leave it up here at $500,000. Now jump in at $510. That's $500 we have here. Call it 3 times. First call, $500,000. Second call, $500,000. Third, final call, $500,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is go speak to the owners and get some instructions. We'll be back before you can say cat in a hat.